Got taken out by the light. My bad, chat.
Shoo. We're back. We're back. Money Emotion Mondays. Back to you guys with another episode. If you guys haven't already, you guys already know or should know what to do. Like, hit the comments, subscribe, share. It goes a long way when you guys do that. It helps the channel grow and reach bigger audiences. But without further ado, we're gonna jump into it. We have another Let's Talk About It episode.
Oh
We're just gonna be
yeah.
talking about kind of the future, what we got coming on, what we're working on, things that we're gonna be starting, things that we're trying to kind of um, not necessarily start but grow. Like personal brand stuff, how we're trying to tie all that stuff into our day to days or just businesses, because those things are super, super important for those of you guys that either have a business that revolves around you being in front of the camera or just in general, things that like social media related that can help you generate a second stream of income.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about those things today. So I'll let David kick us off and we'll jump right into
Oh
it.
yeah. So I think we should kick it off with GTA. I feel like that's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like coming back to home base, and I wouldn't say we didn't fall off. We just slowed down our process of building GTA, doing like the DB productions, all the camera work, the opportunities that we got that were freaking awesome to do. It
And
just
unplanned as
that
well,
was
which kind of
yeah.
threw curveballs at us.
Yeah, so we kind of just were like, dang, we thought we could do both and we attempted to, but I think in reality we realized that it slowed us down a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
But
guys. And we've said this before, but we work full time jobs. David works like
yeah,
two full time jobs in one job because he works hella overtime all the time. But um, yeah, like so our time is very limited, right? Like we only get, if for those of you guys that don't know or may know,
hmm
we meet up only Fridays and Sundays. And sometimes like during the week we'll meet up if like we really need to, but typically like I work early afternoon till really late at night and David works overnight, so our weekday schedules, it's like super difficult for us to meet unless it's super early in the morning.
yeah,
So our days to meet up are 2 days out of the week for us to plan, entire projects where we do bust out like 10-hour shifts as it is when we do
two
meet up usually.
straight up.
And sometimes it's like an 8 hour, 9 hour, but regardless, just to kind of give some insight as to like the little time we have, with all the
Yeah,
things we're trying to do.
yeah, which I think that's where we bit off a lot more than we could chew, you know. But the good thing about us is that we could adapt very easily. So I think we figured out how to chew. You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Um, it's like quote that I seen the other day.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah. So if you guys watched the last episode, you saw that we had some magical stuff displayed right here. We don't have it displayed right now because we want you guys to go back to the last episode and watch it. Just saying.
Facts.
But our next big project for GTA, it's gonna
Drum roll.
be water bottles. Shoo! Yup, yup. Not just
Yep.
like any water bottle. Like it's like a hydro,
Mm.
double wall insulated for cold or hot drinks.
Yep.
Right now, we're kind of just figuring out what style we actually really want to go with. So I think we kind of have an idea of which one we want.
Mm-hmm.
We did a couple of test runs on some. We were trying to like incorporate like a MagSafe magnet,
Mm-hmm.
but I think some of the issues that we're running into with those is the magnet isn't as strong as we'd like it to be.
And also, there's inconsistencies around like if you have a case, for example, like I have the
Yeah.
MagSafe case. This is a Timu ass one. This one cost me like $5. Obviously, the quality is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
different, and it's the magnet or the MagSafe is not gonna be as strong as probably like the actual one. I've never owned an actual one, so I couldn't even compare it. But I'm pretty sure the difference is there.
For sure.
So the magnets don't work as well together. So again, someone like me that's a cheapskate, I'm not gonna honestly buy a $40 case. I'm gonna just buy a $10 case, and that's just me. And I know there's people
Same.
out there that are also doing the same. So just for like reliability purposes, like I would feel bad promoting a product saying, "Hey, this is like a MagSafe," and like trying to promote it as like something that's gonna really stick on your
Yeah.
phone if you yourself are or just the magnet on the bottle are not compatible as they should be,
Hmm.
which creates an inconsistency. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about that. Like, if you guys don't really care and you guys still want to try it, then that's something maybe we might consider in the future. But as of right now, I feel like we've kind of like rather just do a regular handle on the bottle and just kind of play it on the safer side,
A more
uh,
traditional
more
style.
traditional style as well, which is still a really great option in my opinion.
I agree.
But just based off my own, I bought a bottle, so you guys know, like, we're not just going based off like assumption. I bought a bottle with a magnet and I tried it on my own, so before we also like put it out into the public, right? And
Yeah.
I personally was really like underwhelmed with like the performance of the magnet. Like, it wasn't really sticking. Like, if you even moved the bottle like very lightly, like to the left or the right, and tilted it, the phone would fall off. Like, it would only stay if it was like upright. So for me, it was like, well, why even have the magnet if it's not really gonna work? For those of you guys that maybe want to use it at the gym or want to set it up somewhere where it might be a little windy and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I just felt like there's just too much inconsistency around it. So
Not only that, but like if you just like tap, dude, when you're at the gym and you like kick, it happens to me all the time. You knock over your bottle on accident, dude.
mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, your phone falls off of it, breaks, and then next you know,
Yeah. Now
lawsuits.
we have a cease and desist.
Yeah, which it just makes it complicated. But um, I think what we were trying to do with like these water the hydros is like we want to do like a laser engraving,
Mm.
but I think also we were debating on that or like vinyl or like a screen print, but we were blessed with a laser engraver. Go check out the Dedicated Bros vlog. It'll be up this Sunday.
Yeah, dude,
Kind
we
of
we
crazy.
busted like a 8 hour shift learning how to use it. It does take a while to like engrave on it, so the if we do the laser engraving, the bottles are gonna be super limited. By the way, just
Super
a heads
limited.
up. It's like
Yeah.
each bottle roughly was like 30 to 45 minutes to get like a small like 2 inch by like a half inch or 1 inch engraving on it. So
Hmm.
just kind of heads up, chat.
Yeah, and we did like a bunch of test runs. So like right here, this is literally laser engraved, and like you can kind of see like on the metal plate,
Mm-hmm.
it shows it completely different.
Yeah.
So we did a bunch of test runs and sacrificed our phone cases and stuff.
Yeah, I would show you guys mine, but you can't really see it because we had the laser power on low. We just were messing around with the levels
Mhm.
of power and a lot of things that go into like how deep it cuts. And on my test run, we had it on a lower volume, so it didn't burn it really
That's
anything.
funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny
Yeah,
actually.
it sucked, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's kind of what the project that we're working on currently right now, and trying to like finalize some of the logistics behind final production before we actually start making bottles. But we're curious for those of you guys watching, diehard fans of the podcast and the GTA brand. Let us know what you guys think. Are you guys fan of the GTA, like the vinyl style or the laser engraving? You want to grab my bottle real quick? Maybe we can just show you guys super quick like some samples. So these are samples, guys. So
Yep.
this is like a sample here of the GTA with kind of some lettering here, greater than athletics. I've been getting mixed feedback of like this size on the bottle is like a perfect size. People like the big um, vinyl version like this. This is not the official placing. This was just a test run, but this is a laser engraving. It is a little burned on there because we did have the power really high and we were just kind of testing again, like we said, different styles and temperatures for it. But this is maybe like a good size. We would just probably slide it down a little bit and then put maybe a logo down here. But let us know what you guys think. If you guys like the engraving, if you guys like the GTA, or the placing and the sizing, or if you guys also just kind of like, um, if you guys want it smaller, bigger, what you guys think? We're curious to hear feedback before we fully like start launching everything. We've
Yeah.
still got some time to adjust and change things, but Let us know what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
Colors for bottles are going to be very limited. We haven't solidified that yet, but we are going to be doing like two colors for sure. Um, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we have an official update on that. But let us know again, guys. We're really trying to create things that you guys are happy with,
Yeah.
and we're happy with as well.
Yeah,
So let
definitely. I think that's like the most important part because it's just like with the windbreakers, like we wouldn't create something that we can't see ourselves wearing or using, right? For example. And I think that goes a long way for people that are like trying to create their own brand, like if you're not passionate about it, it's kind of hard to promote it, if that makes
mm-hmm.
sense. But yeah, so this is like our next small project. I'm gonna say small because we're gonna use this to help fund our next drop, which
Oh yeah.
pretty freaking hyped about, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
I kind of been having some dreams lately about it. I'm already
This
like,
guy's like, I don't know if they're dreams or nightmares, but there's some.
yeah, but obviously, we've mentioned like before, like planning and doing these drops are not cheap.
mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, well, what is something small that we could do during this time, summertime, to help fund the next project?
Yep.
Because the whole point of doing a brand and trying to get income from it is not pulling out of your own pockets, using the money you've gotten from the brand, reinvesting it, and further on, right? I think that's also something that a lot of people miss when building their own brand. They kind of don't think about stuff like that.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, that plays a major part. I've seen a lot of people like not necessarily with their own brands, but it's just kind of like the same thing when you're promoting products, right? I've heard countless influencers say, I'm promoting something that I truly use and like using on my day to day. And it's
yeah.
something that I want to promote to my audience because it's something that I would use, right? But there's also a lot of people out there that are just promoting to promote and get a check, right? It goes the same
Oh,
thing with the brand.
yeah.
Some people start a brand and they don't care kind of like the quality. They don't care about like reviewing product. They don't really care about like all the little things that makes a huge difference. They're just like, well, let's just send the designs, have someone make it, get it all done. I'm just like the face of the brand, and I'm collecting a check at the end of the day. A lot of the times those brands don't live past the 5 year mark or whatever because they collected a check maybe because they had a huge following, it went viral, who knows. But after that, the brand dies out because there's no passion behind it, right? It becomes a job for the person, or they stop caring, the quality dies down, the shipping is not there. Like, there's a lot of things that people become unhappy with.
Yeah. I agree, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that you mention like influencers and shit like that, go into our next topic, personal branding, and
Oh
how
yeah.
we're gonna use our own personal branding to
Mm-hmm.
bring not just like additional income to ourselves, but how we're gonna funnel that into like GTA.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like Bruce mentioned, a lot of people do like reviews and stuff like that just for the check, and honestly, it kind of pisses me off when I think about how much money these people make. There's this guy out there, I'm not gonna say any names, but I know how much they charge for like review videos.
I
And
already know who you're talking about, bro.
fire. But anyway, so I think
It's crazy. Dude, when I heard the price, I was like, what?
yeah,
Yeah, I was
chat.
shook it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, right? Like the following
Yes.
they have and
Yeah.
the
The attention it brings, right?
attention, exactly, the virality they have in like their posts. I understand and I get why they potentially charge that much. And when he says it pisses me off, I I'll let you explain that, but I let them like explain that so they get as to why you say that.
So it pisses me off because there's a lot of spots that just that are not that great. And like we said, you have to be passionate about it and stand behind what you're reviewing, because if someone goes to the spot that you are reviewing and you say, "Oh, it's super fire," just because they paid you, or this brand is great, top tier quality, just because they're paying you, and you go yourself and you realize, "Oh crap, that's actually not that great. It's not good at all." Then you try
Mm,
it again, another spot that's recommended. Then at least in my eyes, that person starts to lose credibility, and you realize, like, what do people like to say? sold out. It, that's what they call it,
It's
right? A
sold.
sellout.
Yep, sell out.
So that's what I guess pisses me off because me personally, we've tried a lot of like food places and coffee places by now. And any spot that was like not good that we genuinely did not like, we never like put it out on camera like don't go to this spot or whatever. Like we've only posted the good spots that we do like that we would actually go back to.
Yep.
And
Facts.
so trust in David and Bruce
Yeah.
because we know all the
The
spots.
DB food reviews, I'm just saying.
Oh damn, that's
We
actually
Oh shit, I just cooked.
you might have just cooked the cafe hit.
Yeah, I finished it. The last shot was at the bottom and smacked. DB food reviews.
That's pretty good
Not
actually. I like that.
but yeah, we be trying different spots. We tried another spot today. I'll be posting low key. I'm trying to stack my videos because I'm trying to post more of those my food reviews stuff on my TikTok that I've been slacking on. But
Don
uh,
Chilaquiles.
I have a spot, Don Chilaquiles. I'll pop their Instagram right here, and then I have another one that I just need to do a voiceover for it, but it's pretty much already edited. I've been slacking on that one too, low key, and it's for this Abues Cafe. We've
Dude.
talked about it a bunch of times though. It's not new anymore for you guys if you guys been watching. But Always Cafe around here in the valley, super close, like literally borderline of San Fernando City and Mission Hills. Right by the Taco Bell, the Chevron on Chatsworth, like right by the 5 freeway entrance. If you guys know that area, you guys know. We'll pop their Instagram as well. But that spot, dank. It's
Bro.
like Cafe de Olla. They have coffee cakes every other Friday. They have conchas, I believe, daily. And it's super. They have a smaller menu, but it's like super small, simple, and it's really delicious in my
Dude,
opinion.
yeah. Isn't it funny how like some of the simpler menus are just better?
Dude,
Like think
yeah,
about In and Out, dude.
it's just something you just like. I think a lot of the times we're so exhausted with the crazy like just mukbangs of crazy stuff that people be doing like I
Hmm.
mean sometimes going back to traditional simple café de olla
Dude.
that's really good and just marinated in whatever the ingredients they use or like a simple homemade coffee cake like they have it just you taste it and you're just like man like this is what I was missing versus like a really sugary
Yeah.
Starbucks drink or like a really sugary like coffee bean or whatever the case is like um when I have a classic café de olla, I'm like, dang, that was really good,
Dude, it just takes you back to those old days, dude. Like
dude. It
this
does.
literally reminds me of like my great grandma, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's funny, it's ironic that it's called apples.
yeah. It was
But it's just
inspired
good.
from that too. I saw their post about it,
Yeah,
so
it's true.
it is
That is
inspired
true.
from like their grandma's recipe. So check them out. Not to segue on that, but um, yeah, we are trying to start implementing our personal branding stuff, like our personal pages, like whether it's our TikTok, whether it's our personal Instagram page, and we're starting to create them as tunnels or funnels toward our main brands like Money in Motion podcast and GTA athletics, right?
Yeah.
We want to use those to attract people to click on our website, our pages, click on our bios and funnel them into our next Instagram or our next page.
Yeah.
I think it's super important when you do these things because you're attracting people that are like foodies, right? Or you're attracting people that are into things that you're into, right? And that's where,
Yeah.
if you, for example, on David's page, he posts a lot of like motivational running, like fitness stuff. His audience is shifting towards that because his page used to be more of like a car page.
It's just
You know,
straight car.
now that he's shifting into that realm, people are and I've told him I was literally just telling him before we started the podcast. I started seeing his reels starting to gain more traction like on bigger scales like they used to before when it was a car page, and it's because of the consistency, right? He's finding his
Mhm.
audience and that goes hand in hand with like the GTA stuff, right? I have my fitness page that I post on there, and I try to like keep it more fitness related on there or motivation related, where like hopefully people are clicking on there and finding like GTA through there. I have my personal page that I'm trying to do more like, um, what is the word? Or we're trying to like grow them to become more like brand deal friendly.
Yeah.
Um, And what we mean by that is like you're posting content that like you can review products again that you like, or you're just kind of posting like your day-to-day update stuff. um and then David is kind of creating, he just started a TikTok, by the way.
Yeah, I had to join the homie, you know. I saw him solo dolo there and I was like, don't trip, dog, I got you. No, but it all ties in. Like it's all part of like personal branding. And I think that's something that we missed when
Mm-hmm.
starting like greater than athletics. Like I think we thought that we were just gonna have like this great product and like great production behind it with
Yep.
no face behind it, which sometimes, like we've mentioned before, it sometimes it works out for people, you know, and it fucking goes viral, you know. But I think we've gotten so many like comments of just like who we are as individuals, like our energy. Like people always tell us that. Like I'm not even trying to hype us up, but like people always tell us that, right? Like in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that
Yeah, it's
is
so
like
random when we hear that. Like
yeah, super
it's
random.
kind of, yeah, it's weird.
But I think that's something that we missed in the beginning of starting like greater than athletics, like the personal branding part. So I think us working on like our personal branding, it's gonna help, like Bruce was saying, funnel the people that rock with us into like our other avenues that which is shit that we're working on. Cause regardless if you're like a foodie review, fitness review, or just product review, if
Mm-hmm.
people like you as a person, I think they're most likely going to like other stuff that you're working on
Yeah,
just because of your
support you.
personality. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's somebody that freaking big back, you know, that sees like one of the chilaquiles reviews. Dude, they freaking like your video. They go to your, they're like, oh
Bruh.
crap, he actually has a clothing brand too. Like that's just more eyes and
Yeah,
attention
you gotta
onto your
have
product.
balance, you know. I have a one big, you have
Yeah.
one big back day of the week, which is typically my Fridays,
Dude, Fridays we go
Fridays or
crazy.
Sundays, and you're gonna, you know, the rest of the week I eat clean. I eat just
Yeah,
roasted chicken.
just think about it. Put it this way. I was literally, we were at the chilaquiles spot. And I was like, yeah, dude, I just ate. Like, I'm not hungry, bro. I still got a fucking queso taco, dude.
He was like talking about, I'm so stuffed, bro. I'm so stuffed. And then he goes,
Dude.
I'm like, I'm about to pay. He goes, I'm like, you want something? Are you sure? He looks at the menu. Actually, add a queso
Dude, a
taco.
queso taco.
Yeah, homie could not resist the big back activities, bro. And
Bro,
then,
it smelled good. It
dude,
smelled too good,
watch the
honestly.
vlog on Sunday or next week. But dude, this guy devoured that shit. I literally barely took one bite or two bites off my
Bruh.
chilaquiles, and this guy was done with his queso taco. I'm like, damn, bro.
Bro, I just had to make sure it was good. It's because yeah, like he said, I saw him like taking a bite and it was like, damn, fuck. Well, let me make sure, you know?
Yeah, he verified all
That
right.
shit was good, dude.
But yeah, so
Oh,
you know,
dude.
kind of things, different avenues that we're trying to jump into and expand into as well. Um, because yeah, dude, like he said, you know, we're already doing these things. Might as well try to create content around them and make, hopefully make money off of it, right? The goal is always to have fun and make content and like make money off it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, yeah, we're doing this just for fun because we don't want to make money off of it.
Exactly.
Like if anyone ever says we're doing this for fun and we don't want to make money off of it, they're straight up lying. Because everyone is doing
Cap.
it, not just specifically this, but does everything with intentions of trying to find a way to make some type of money that maybe is not life changing money, but it's, you know, relieving some type of payment somewhere, right? Or,
Yeah,
you know, they can invest more or save up more, whatever the case is, right? So, um, yeah.
I agree with that.
So kind of stay tuned for those things. We'll be posting more consistently on our TikToks, on our personal pages. And then also we have the DB Bros YouTube channel that we post typically every Sundays. Sometimes we'll do like every other Sundays, but just depending on like how much blog footage we have.
Hmm.
Again, we only meet up 2 days of the week, so sometimes we'll have like 2 weeks of footage that we combine into one video. Podcast, we still try to commit to every Monday for those. Um, but I feel like we've been kind of talking about a lot of different things lately in terms of like topics for the podcast. So if you guys have any topics that you guys want us to cover, please let us know in the comments or comments on the Instagram page as to what you guys want us to talk about. um, so that we don't get repetitive on you guys. We want to keep it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We want to keep you guys engaged in the information that we're giving you guys and feeding you guys. We try to keep it as educational as possible, or debating related. Like spark conversation with you guys,
Yeah, low-key.
or hot takes kind of stuff. So
Dang, we haven't done a hot takes in a while,
hot
actually.
takes one, yeah.
That was good.
Uh, yeah, I feel like that's been kind of like what we've been working on, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what's to come. I think a lot of people don't realize like the money that comes through social media, at least the possibilities, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Their brand deals, like, dude, honest, I was literally just telling him like his sister, it's Kelly Sims on Instagram, I believe.
It's Kelly Sims.
Dude,
Yep.
if you guys want and know anything about like brand deals, go check out her Instagram. She just posted
Dude.
a video the other day about like how much she got for a brand deal, and I was telling this, I was like, bro, we gotta hop on that shit, dude. And
Yeah.
I think also like the good thing about that, because like Bruce was saying, like all that income, obviously, like we're doing it for a reason, right? I think that is gonna help us with funding.
So much more crazy content.
Yes.
I know that sounds crazy, but that's just what it is, right? Like, that's how I see it. I'm not, thankfully in a state where like I'm like behind on any bills or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. So like for me, it's like if I start making money on content, like okay, cool. Maybe 50% of it will go for my investments, and the other 50% is gonna go into like, all right, dude, we can,
Taxes.
go in well taxes, but the other part can go into like doing crazier content, right? Maybe
Yeah.
we can do like a sponsored trip, maybe we can do a
Mm-hmm.
giveaway, maybe we can do like
Yeah.
funner things, because we love giving back to the community, guys, and I'm sure you guys seen it in some of our videos. Like even with the little money that we have now, right? Like we've done things already, we've done countless of giveaways, we've done like we talked about in our last video, one of our biggest L's we've took was in the breast cancer awareness drop that we
Yeah.
did. We took a super negative loss on that one, but we still donated money, right? We were negatives and we went even into bigger negatives donating money, right? So but it's all for like a good purpose, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We
For
love
sure.
we love giving community, giving back to the community. um so I think like once we start making more money, I know for sure, like knowing us, we're gonna do more crazy like videos and get a GC3 RS and just like burn out or something, or do something.
We're cooked.
Yeah, get a GC3 RS or something. But yeah, I think it'll help us upgrade also equipment, right? Like
For sure,
we want to
dude.
eventually get some mics for the podcast so we can start having more hosts. I know we did have a host in the past for the dance salon. That was one of our best videos that we had on the channel, which was honestly amazing. I really want to do more of those videos. However, like
Dude.
just due to the setup we currently have right now, it's kind of difficult to have guests for
Yes.
the quality that we want to uphold. That video was amazing, but the quality on the audio did kind of take a hit just because we don't have like individual mics at the moment. We
Mm-hmm.
do run off like the personal mics, and we only have like the small shotgun mic. But we do want to upgrade our setup, to get some podcast mics and have a different setup that we can kind of be more mobile, I guess, if we need to like travel to somewhere and set up, or even bring someone to our little studio here too as well, where we can just chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are different things that obviously cost money. These things are not cheap.
Yeah, dude.
And we went through some numbers last episode about how much we've invested in like the camera and these mics, the Rode mic, shotgun mic, and that's not including like other little things that we've invested into. So you know bear with us. We do want to have more guests on the
Yeah.
channel, but we do want to have guests with like protecting the quality for you guys, right? We don't want to go down in quality.
Yeah. Not only that, I think also like we've thought about having like a bunch of different people on, but obviously we want to have it tied into money in motion, like some type of like money ties, whether it's a personal business that they're starting, or even like we talk about like the regular 9 to 5, and if they succeeded, like we always want to make sure that we tie it back into it, our money in motion the whole theme behind money in motion, because
Mm-hmm.
that's typically what we talk about. Like everything that we've discussed, it has to do with relations tied into money. And I think that's also super important to make sure.
Yep. No, I agree. I think like part of this whole channel is like he said, it's educational purposes and people and to talk about hopefully one day as we have more guests, like journeys as to what people struggle with, what they learned in their on their way to success, if they're successful already, or if they've
Yeah.
had like a small taste of it and lost it, like what that was like for them, how they overcame it. We want to start diving into people's stories, you know. I think we can learn a lot from those stories as you know people that are on that journey, but also for someone that's watching, right, that hasn't taken that step because they're scared, they're nervous, they're not sure of the outcome. um you know, just a little reminder, no one ever knows the outcome and it's not ever guaranteed. It's about the risk to reward. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. You just have to get out there and try and not give up.
Facts. Facts.
But I think like just kind of learning from those experiences, right? Sharing people's stories that we feel like deserve to be shared. A lot of people don't have platforms or do have platforms. Um, and it's just kind of like coming to a common ground as to like struggles that as an entrepreneur, business owner, small content creator, whatever you want to call it, goes through that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, you know? It's very interesting. I
Dude,
feel
yeah.
like there's a lot of emotion, a lot of
A lot of emotion.
a lot of just things that people go through. I think in the process to try to reach these goals, and I don't really see a lot of people talk about it. I mean, I hear people rant about it, but I not necessarily like deep dive into it. There is people that do, but um,
I think there's also a lot of people that just feel like they have no one that's gonna understand them.
mm-hmm.
I think we've run into that a lot.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Even now too, like even at the small scale that we are currently at, when I try to tell people like, "Oh, dude, I just had like a long week," they're just kind of like, "Well, what did you do?" You know, like, and they're just like, sometimes you can just tell it's like one ear out the other, which is
Yeah.
fine. Like I don't expect anyone to understand anything, but I feel like people truly, unless you're doing the business or are able to fully explain and someone is actually listening to what you're saying, understand like, damn, this is really like mentally exhausting or like physically exhausting or it costs a lot and like you know you know what I mean?
Dude, honestly, I feel like that's a huge thing that people do not talk about. I see a lot of people talking about like it's free to start. And to a certain extent, yes, but I think when you want to like produce high quality stuff, it is not that free. I think as we've been doing this, it's a lot of not just time, but like money invested
Yeah,
into, especially when you have no idea what you're getting into. I think that's when you take like the biggest hit.
the most expensive lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what, dude? I think like touching on like the whole emotional part of it, we just graduated from, well, we graduated a while ago, but we got our certificate. We had a ceremony at Chase
Sheesh.
in downtown, and hearing some of these people's stories, dude, and hearing how long they've been doing it,
Bro,
bro. I don't know if you thought I felt this, bro, but I feel so much better thinking about like where we are at, because,
bro, we were the youngest ones in that
bro,
entire group by
yes,
far. By far.
yes,
There was like another couple or it was a girl.
best friends actually,
They were best
ironically.
friends, yeah. She was just there to support her, like the best friend,
Hmm.
but her friend that was graduating from the Chase program that was with us, she looked pretty young. If I had to put an age, she was probably like early 30s, maybe.
Yeah,
But still, like we're in our late 20s now.
late
Fuck,
20s.
we're in our late 20s, but damn, that's crazy to
But
see.
she says she's been doing it for like 6 years, right? I think she
um,
was on 6 years.
6 years, but she officially just opened her first shop
Yeah,
last week, I think.
last week,
Last
something
week
like that,
or 2 weeks ago or something
or
like
was gonna be opening like right now.
yeah. Yeah, so just to hear like, dang, she's been doing it for 5 years. She just opened her first shop, you know. And everyone else there had like 20, 30 years of experience, 15 years of
Dude, yeah.
experience. and they were still going back to seek guidance
Yes.
for their development of business. And there was people that already, dude, we were in rooms with people that were, I know for sure there was millionaires in there.
Oh, the hotel guy?
The hotel guy was a million, 100%. There was
Easily.
guys, there's, you can just smell money on some of these
Dude,
guys,
yeah.
or girls too, dude. And we were in there like so under. You guys gotta watch that. First of all, we gotta up our game on next time we, dude. I instantly was
Oh
like, fuck,
man.
we gotta dress to impress next time, cause fuck.
Bro. And it's so funny because literally when I was getting ready for work that night, bro, I was like, fuck, you know what? Let me take my white shirt, let me take my jeans, bro. Like I look pretty, like
Like
decent.
casual, it was super
Yeah.
casual, dude.
Bruh.
Everyone pulled up in suits. Everyone pulled up in some dress up stuff. Like we were, I had literally jeans, my work shoes, because I was going straight to work after. By the way, and then I just had the GTA windbreaker on. David had some jeans and a white T-shirt. Right? You had a white
Yeah.
T-shirt. Yeah. Oh, what he
Dude,
said right now, and some sneakers,
bro. Put it
bruh.
this way, guys. We walked in and we looked to the right where like there was a group of people and we saw them in tux. So we're like, oh man, maybe they work for the bank, you know? So
Yeah.
I went to go ask the teller that was there. He goes, oh yeah, that's the group over there. Dude, immediately I looked at this dude and this dude was already smiling, dude. I was like, damn, chat, we're good. Dude,
Yeah.
that shit was funny,
we
dude.
were we literally stood out for sure, but I think maybe that was good, right? We
I was
stood
just
out.
about
People
to
were
say,
probably having, I mean, this is the thing, as underdressed as we were, I did not feel judged.
same.
I did not
Yeah.
feel judged by anyone there, and who knows, maybe someone was like, did think something. But as we went up and like we told our little story, we had like a minute or two to kind of talk about like our process of the whole journey of the 6 months in the program, and like what we learned, what we got out of it, and like why we started business.
Yeah.
And as we networked with people, it was like a mixer pretty much. In the beginning, they let us talk with people. We networked with people, and everyone has their own unique story, but they all come from humble beginnings. And
Dude, yeah.
I think in the beginning, without knowing anyone, yeah, maybe they saw us and were like, "Who the fuck are these kids?" You know, like coming
With
dressed
the
like this to a
camera.
fucking, like, they look like some content creators, whatever. They're just here to probably troll and shit, right? Like we looked like
Dude,
unserious.
we low key, now that I think about it, yeah.
And as we talked with people, like I think slowly, this is how I feel. Like I feel like after they heard why we started and what we were doing, everyone that I spoke to was like, "That's so awesome! I want to buy something from you."
Dude, and you know what's crazy? After that, when I went to the restroom, the two people and the actual host, the chase guy,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Hey, dude, I think your guys' story is like inspiring." He's like, he literally said the fact that you guys are still doing your 9 to 5s, like that goes to show a lot of hard work, you know? Like, good job, keep it up. And I was just like, oh fuck, dude, like,
Yeah.
and so I mean that also shows like they actually care about that program because they listen, dude. There was like 20 people that went up about.
Probably, yeah. About 20 people. And there were some people that didn't show up.
Yeah.
Either obviously like they were probably busy.
Mm-hmm.
But
But yeah,
yeah.
that goes to show like that they genuinely cared about the story or were intrigued by the story, you know, because even two other girls that were there, one was doing a housekeeping business, and she was like, "That's freaking crazy! Like, you guys only have like 2 years in, you know, like I'm barely on 6 years, you know."
It's
And I was
crazy.
just like, dude, and I told her I was like, dude, like your story is fucking inspiring. Like, thank you. Like,
Bro.
honestly, like hearing other people's story and like knowing that we're not alone, you know, like we were in a stage, you know, and like knowing that we're growing and seeing where these people are down the road, it's like super
Facts.
motivating, dude. I feel like it was the perfect time. Like it fell within the perfect time frame with us building the momentum back up. Like I
Yeah.
think that's something that we needed that we didn't know we needed.
It's funny too because as I was sitting there and hearing all these stories of different people, like of all ages, right? Like again, we were easily the youngest ones there. There was another guy too. He grew up in somewhere. One of the last guys that I was talking about, he had like um, it,
Oh, the tall dude.
the it was like a something solutions, and he works with dealerships directly. And he grew up in Silmar. Ironically, he's like, oh, I grew up and was born and raised, and I grew up in Silmar, bro. I heard you guys live in the valley and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah. He works with like 58 dealerships now, and he looked
Damn.
really young. I didn't ask him his age or anything like that. But he probably looked like he was, if I had to guess, like probably late 20s, early 30s too. So he was pretty young, and he seemed like he was doing really well for himself too. But like again, hearing all the stories and the time frames of everyone, it made me realize, as behind as I feel because all the shit that I consume on like Instagram, that's like all these young ass kids that are making money, that are younger than me, my age, or even a little bit older, and I'm just like, how the fuck are they like millionaires already? How are they making all this money? It was a humbling moment, and just a reminder to myself that day, like, that's literally like a 0.00001% of the population that you're seeing on Instagram, that
Yeah.
you're constantly feeding your mind of like, you're behind because these kids are living the lifestyle that you want to create for you already.
Yeah.
But again, that reminded me like, dude, it felt like we were ahead being there, like just knowing that
Yeah.
we were so young and doing what we were doing, even though like it's not where we wanted to be yet, right? Dude, it was crazy. It
Yeah,
was
no,
crazy.
dude,
And
I
that was our
agree.
first ever event like that, by the way, guys, like officially being like a part of something was so formal that like that. Now I know, like next time, bro, we have to pull up like, more either styled up into our fit, like it's a photo shoot kind of deal, or like in a suit. Because not that like we I think this is what I would have done differently if I was to dress for the occasion. Is I would have put a fit together that fit the theme of like GTA, like athletic wear, like I would have wore essentially like the fit that we did for the photo shoot.
Okay, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then as we're up there, it looks like, all right, these guys are
Representable. Yeah, yeah.
representable for the brand.
Yeah. No, no, for sure. I
Everyone
agree.
else there, by the way, guys, like the reason why we felt like super underdressed is because everyone was in some type of like, when I was explaining to him, like more of like a business like consulting. There were like accountants. There were like more corporate structure businesses versus us is like very personal brand based, like athletic.
Completely
Yeah, it
different.
was like apparel. We were the only apparel business there.
Yeah.
Everyone else was managing hotels, was doing like crazy stuff, dude. It was
Kind of
crazy.
sick though when you think about
It
it.
was super dope.
Kind of cool.
Super dope.
Kind of
Meeting and
cool.
shaking hands and having conversations with guys. Like I was talking with the guy that was managing all those hotels. Me and the some other guy, um, Trek electricity. Some guy that was like in an electricity business. We were talking about it, and he was the guy that was running 58 hotels. We were talking about how he was getting into AI. We were talking about like AI and stuff randomly, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, AI is where it's at. Like, I'm starting to do workshops and trying to get into more AI because like it's helped me so much in scaling." He's talked about doing AI to help him like create campaigns for ads. He was talking about doing paid ads for like campaigns, and he was like just dropping a whole bunch of game on me and the other homie that
Dude.
was there, and I was just like, damn. But he was straight up just saying like, yeah, I'm trying to learn more AI, like that there's a lot of business there.
Dude. I
And
don't,
this is a guy that was like,
bro.
money.
Dude, people do not want to get into AI, dude. Like, and honestly, bro, that's where that shit's at, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know why so many people are so against it. Well, I get it why, because I think I was like that person too before. But dude, we have utilized it so much, dude, where it's
I corrupted
actually
David.
insane, dude. Yeah, this
I
fool told me
corrupted
chat
David.
once and it was game over, dude.
It was,
That's my homie now. Like,
this guy utilizes it more than I do probably now, and it's
dude.
probably even better than I am at it. At first, I looked like the pro asking it some basic ass preschool questions, but I remember when I first asked it, David was like, "We don't need that shit." And then I showed him, I was like, "Dude, look, this is what it can do on the free version," and he was just like, "What the?" And dude, ever since he saw that, it was game
Game
over for
over,
this
chat.
guy.
Game
Game
over.
over. This
Dude.
guy was like, chat this, chat that. and like built the freaking the knowledge in it, and has like just kind of like developed the his personal chat history with it. So
Dude, yeah, it's actually insane. I'm about to sell courses to fucking Ralph's, dude. I be using that shit for work and everything, dude. Getting shit done quicker, like, and which I think is like the best part about it, dude. Like,
buying
it's
back your time.
buying back it. That's a bar, dude.
Barology.
That is a bar, actually. Damn.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah. We'll see. Maybe we'll fucking do the next episode talking about chat. Didn't we do that like a long time
We
ago?
did it a long time ago as a tool to use and how to use it, like very vaguely.
Oh,
But
yeah.
who knows? Maybe we can kind of jump in and like show some people some of the projects that we've kind of done
Yeah.
using
That would
chat.
actually be pretty
I'm
good.
working on a project right
Dude,
now.
this guy is cooking, y'all.
Dude, it's literally
He's
taking me
cooking.
like I've worked on it all week this week. So I'm not done with it either. I still gotta work on it. And it's crazy too, cause like the shit that I've been, and this is how I know it's like some advanced stuff, cause I already paid for ChatGPT Pro, and I was using and asking it to create me like some crazy shit that at some point it told me that I've used up my chat like version, like the highest version, like for the day, and it made me like go to the lesser version.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
bro.
dude.
And I was like,
We
what
said
the
you need to chill, brother. You
dude,
need to
literally,
chill.
I'm overheating over here at headquarters.
Just chat it out.
Yeah, I was tripping out. I was like, what the heck? Like, I paid for the pro. I thought it was unlimited, but it literally told me like your chat for this has ran out. You'll be using this version moving forward.
That's so
You
funny.
have like this amount of time before you can use it again. And I was like, what the? I haven't seen this since I was using the free version.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so
That
I'm
is
cooking
crazy.
something crazy for money and motion.
You know what's crazy, actually? They don't know this, but money in motion started through chat. If you think about it. No, this story is
Well,
untold.
yes and no.
Yeah.
Through ChatGPT?
Yeah. I literally thought of it through chat. Chat helped me came up with the name. And then first originally it was through the Instagram with like motivational stuff that transitioned to an app, which then
Mm,
transitioned to the podcast.
that's
Because we were
true.
posting, you guys probably don't know this because we changed everything. We were posting a lot of like, kind of like just like lifestyle clips. And then Bruce told me one day, he's like, dude, what do you think about like changing that to like the podcast name and doing like clips for it? And I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, this was kind of just like something I was doing for like literally just for fun. Like,
Yeah.
then I was like, fuck, you know what? This one might be onto something, dude. And then next thing you know, we changed the whole thing
Yep.
and cooked up some some
Dude, yeah,
designs and
it's
stuff.
because yeah, dude, I forgot about that. I forgot that we even used that account for the old clips too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were just posting like motivational clips as just like as a reminder for us to like there's a goal and thing. It was
the
just literally
vision.
for ourselves. Like we
So it's a
both would
future
post
vision.
videos as like foreshadowing the future for ourselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, it started kind of getting repetitive and it started feeling like a chore doing it, like personally.
Hmm.
And I remember talking with him, and we were already doing the podcast, but we were posting strictly on the Dedicated Bros channel.
Yeah.
And I remember asking him, like, dude, why don't we just turn the podcast into like the Money Emotion podcast Instagram, and we upload like all of our clips on there? So there's like a place where we can put clips
Yeah.
and people can just watch them and like it still serves like a similar purpose, right? It's highlights and motivational stuff, but it's ourselves and it's personal branded, and so like it's ourselves. And yeah, he was very doubtful about it. I was like, dude, like I'll do it, whatever. So I ended up doing it and everything, and then he saw the vision after and he was like, bro, that shit's sick. And it's honestly been doing like pretty solid in my opinion, like for
Yeah.
how much videos we post every week. We do like pretty average. We do like per every reel gets like 3 to like 500 views. And some of them will go a little bit more, like 1,000. On YouTube right now we're like shadow banned for some reason, but they typically would do like
Yeah.
seven
Low
hundred to
key.
like 1,000 um views, and then our YouTube videos, obviously like the long formats, do those videos. But yeah, it was born from from chat, and we kind of just cooked at In and Out one day. Remember?
Yeah.
Dude, we spent like
Dude.
4 hours at In and Out. Just no, it was like 3 hours just chopping it up, and we cooked up an entire app. We cooked up an entire
Dude, that app
prototype that in the
prototype
future
app,
will probably come
it'll
out.
come out eventually because low key, that's gonna be that app is gonna be perfect. Actually,
Yeah, in the
honestly, it's gonna be
future.
perfect
But what I'm creating right now is also pretty dope. We could probably even incorporate it in the app, but who knows? We might sell this next thing that I'm creating because yeah, that shit's gonna be sick for people that want to learn at least a little bit of how to kind of get started in it. But
for sure. Yeah.
dude, yeah,
Yeah,
we got
but
some
yeah, we got
sauce.
some good stuff coming for you guys. Pretty freaking exciting. Honestly, I'm like super hyped to do this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally never had a hydro. What the other prototype that I don't have with me right now is literally the first one I've ever owned,
Mm-hmm.
and I was waiting until we had some prototypes done. But honestly, dude, I'm freaking hyped. I'm hyped to get back on this momentum train, and dude, this is gonna go. We're gonna redo the chase program one of these days in a couple of years, like 2 or 3.
Bro, yep. We have
Dude,
to
yeah,
have like a little fucking seminar or something.
dude, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of good
Yeah.
things coming.
But yeah, guys, that's kind of what we got coming up. We decided that today would be a perfect day to kind of give you guys a update as to what's coming. Last week we did an episode as to recap of the first 6 months. Now we're gonna kind of with this episode give you guys that next 6 months update of what's to come. And hopefully you guys are just excited as we are. Please let us know in the comments or in the wherever area what you guys think about this prototype with there's the this size vinyl or if it's with the engraving. If you guys like it, the sizings, um, and drop some ideas for colors as well. Maybe we'll choose your color of the hydro flask or the vinyl. Um, the engraving is only just like the steel
The
color,
steel color.
but that's pretty much it because it is engraved. Obviously, it's laser burned on there. And all these other things that we have coming on. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you guys want us to cover anything. Hopefully you guys are just excited as we are because we're fucking hyped.
Dude, I'm ready, dog.
Um,
I'm
but yeah,
ready.
we're gonna take over. If you guys see us on your page and you guys are getting tired of us, then
Mm-hmm.
there's a button on there that's like called unfollow. You can just unfollow me, because I can care less.
Same. I've lost over quite a few
Yeah, it's funny because my
thousand.
followers like go up and then I'll lose like 20 and then I gain like 20 and I lose 20 and it just cracks me up because I'm just like people make up their mind, bro. It's hilarious. But it's
Dude.
whatever. I don't control it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Um
We want the core audience
yeah.
anyway, honestly.
Yeah. But with that being said, it's been Money Emotion Monday. Hopefully you guys like this update video as to what's to come and you guys are excited. But we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.